Hello YouTube, I am back on the main camera. We actually got it fixed from a cool little geezer down in Essex, but I'm a bit scared about doing this video because once again, I end up being a huge fucking hypocrite. Now I've made a mistake, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I've made a mistake and I'm a little bit scared to put this out there because the choice that I made last time everyone liked and everyone's not gonna like this choice, but unfortunately I've got to do what I've got to do, okay? I made a mistake buying the Lexus. I'm just gonna come out straight away, I'm not even scared. I made a mistake buying the Lexus. I already had 2 petrol cars which are bad on fuel. I bought this one thinking, 2J, automatic, it's not going to be that bad on fuel. It was actually worse on fuel than the Sora. So now I was thinking, I can't do this, I can't own 3 cars which are terrible on fuel. So I sold it, guys. But what I bought is the worst thing about this. Oh my god, I'm going to get fucking ruined. So I bought something else. It's right in front of me here. Now before I just show you, before you all rinse me, alright, let me just go over my options. Okay, my options were, I couldn't get another petrol car because it was just silly. I had no car to drive back up north to. I was like, well, I'm going to spend like 100 quid in fuel just to get there. So I need another diesel. You guys know I couldn't get another Audi because I only really like the A5s and I just sold one. You guys know that I hate Mercs. I'm sorry, here it is. It's a fucking Tim Zimmer, who's got the keys to be fucking better? Unsubscribe, what you do mean, Lockwood, you fucking shit, you're fucking not even a YouTube anymore, your channel dead, you hypocrite. I know, I absolutely know. But unfortunately guys, I had no other option. And I actually really like these E92 coupes. I always have, I always have liked them. It's just insurance was always an issue. And I know I absolutely sing praises for Greenlight, and I still do. I absolutely love Greenlight, and I know everyone's gonna be like, Greenlight don't insure BMWs, but they still don't. They still don't. I'm actually not with Greenlight on this car, so everyone, please do not message into Greenlight and say, you insured Lee Lockwood on a BMW. They haven't, okay? I'm actually with LV, so let's just clear that before Greenlight get any shit. But anyway, if you do want car insurance, Greenlight Insurance, my boys. But it's a Bimmer, it's a 320D, it's not even a fucking cool one. I wanted to get 335, but I just thought, just get a car that's good on fuel and that's comfortable. I'm gonna be doing some mods in a minute. Like, I've got some mods in my bag here, so just stay with me. Yeah, 320 diesel. What can I say? Automatic. Didn't want a manual. I got it's such a good deal. Such a good deal. There's a few bits on the bodywork which are a little bit shit, but anyway, you can change them, but you can't take 60,000 miles off an engine. So I got this one 95,000 miles. We got a couple of scrapes and a couple of dents, and that's it. But it's so comfortable. But I'm not gonna talk about the car. Yeah, it's a fucking BMW. Woohoo! We're gonna do some mods. So first things first, other than I'm a realist, as you can see, we do actually have a headlight out. So I've got 2 new Xenons, and as you can see, the angel eyes are yellow. We don't want that. So we've got, first things we're gonna do, we're gonna be doing a few things. First thing we're gonna be doing is we've got some Xenons in there, and we've got some better angel eye lights from there. So let's do them first. Second of all, we're gonna try to attempt to get this tint off. The tint is done, like, look at it, it's just awful. Like, it's just like chavvy, and although it looks okay, it's just been done awful. Like, look at it, it's just peeling up all there. So we're gonna take that tint off, hopefully anyway. Well, actually, there you go, it's coming off there. But first of all, we're gonna change these lights. So we're gonna do a bit of a before and after. So we'll do this side first. So just gonna pop them little things up there. Now they're the DRL, so they actually just use like a bulb, and it just projects the tube to, yeah. But they're horrible. So if you have actually watched the channel for a while, back in the day, I used to get these M-Tech bulbs. Now I hate using LEDs and HID kits, because I always think the HID kits just make it messy. You got caught, they're just crap, they'll always break. and the LEDs just cause way too much heat. You can get the ones with the fans in, but I've heard horror stories and I've seen horror stories, so I always like halogen bulbs to go where halogen bulbs should go. Now I've only found one kit which actually are blue and bright for a halogen, and I'm definitely not sponsored by these. I've only had this, but they're called, well, they are at H7s. I've never tried them in a H8, but they're called M-Tech Cosmos Blue. I had them once in my Megane and I had them in my Fiesta as well. They also do like the bright yellow bulbs, and they're actually really good. Like, as again, I'm not sponsored by these at all. I don't know how good they're going to work because they are H8 for the angel eyes. But let's change them first. So it's pretty simple. All you got to do is just pop this one out of here. Should just spin out. There we go. So that's the M-Tech bulbs. So they've got a nice package stuff. So this is me looking for the first time. So there's the standard angel eyes, and there's the, oh, okay. Well. They're a little bit better. I probably will get some LEDs. I thought they'd be a bit bluer than that. Never mind, guys, you got to try. You got to try. Might be better when I take the tint off, to be fair, because they do actually look quite white through there. Oh well, you got to try these things. Right, to get to the Xenon bulb, it looks like you're gonna have to take the wheel off. And unfortunately, I've just looked and I can't find the locking wheel nut, for fuck's sake. But I'm going to adapt my Halford skills and try and get it just by turning the wheel. I'm pretty sure I will be able to. We're here. I'm going to try and just get this tint off, because as I say, it looks fucking awful. So it looks like there's been quite a bit of water getting to this light at some point as well. So that's something we're going to have to fix if we can get the headlight off. But I just think it'll look so much cleaner without this shitty tint on. It will. It's so much better without it. And the lights will look a little bit bluer as well. So let's just pull this off. So there's absolutely tons of water in there. You can actually see it down the bottom here. So I'm going to have to split that lens and reseal it at some point, because there's so much water in there. It looks awful. But it looks way cleaner without that stupid tint on, to be honest. But let's get this side off, because this side hasn't got a load of water in. So we'll be able to see what it actually looks like without the stupid tint on. There we go. Miles better. Miles cleaner. Aftermarket M-Tech ones. So as I say, not a huge difference. Probably wouldn't bother getting them if you were planning on doing this way. I'd just get some LEDs. Right, absolutely everywhere online is telling me that I need to take the wheel off. But we worked at Halford's boys and we were used to getting in the most awkwardest of places. So I think I can do this. Yeah, right, here we go. We need to get this little thing off. So there's a key, there's a one there. Yeah, we'll be able to do this with a wheel on, I think, guys. One here, a little 10 mils. Yeah, not fucking scared. So there's just 6 screws, and then this just comes out. You definitely don't need to take the wheel off to do this on a BMW. This is actually probably one of the easiest hard bulbs that I've ever done. A lot of Vauxhalls are fucking way worse. So they're actually Torx 20, these little ones. Now that is actually the one that I lost in the Minute the other day, but luckily enough, probably get this one from the top. Luckily enough, you can actually fit a Torx 50 in there, which I have got, so that's lucky. Yeah, last one's here. And there is the HID bulb. Now I have ordered them in 2. A lot of these are different colours and stuff. You can actually get them in such different colours, as you guys probably know from getting HID kits. So always change them in pairs. So I've got to do the other side, even though it's fine, but doesn't matter. So I got these ones from eBay. If you go into Halfords or anything, they'll always charge you an arm and a leg to get the Xenon ones. But let's get them online. I think these were like 20 quid each, like 40 quid for a pair. So it's not too bad at all, really. I got 6,000 kelvins. I don't want it to be too blue. I just want them nice, clean and white. It's not turning on. So the only thing it could really be is the ballast, which is sitting underneath the headlight. It's annoying, very annoying. Probably going to pull the whole headlight out. I think the most feasible thing to do in this situation is just buy a whole new headlight. As I say, I'd have to split this one, find a leak. This has got a bit of a crack there, so that's letting in moisture there, and I'd need a new ballast. So it's probably just cheaper me just getting a second-hand headlight. So I've gone on Facebook now, and I've messaged quite a few people around here who are breaking one. Hopefully we can get one by today. So while we're waiting for that, we're gonna get on to the next thing. The next thing is, it didn't come with a radio, this car. Well, it came on with, someone took the face off it, which was bare annoying, so I just put this one in. Now, the issue what this one is having, so a radio needs 2 sources of power. It needs an ignition power, which obviously turns the radio on when you turn the key and turns off when you turn the key off, and a live, which constantly needs to be live. Now the reason for that is that so it saves all the memory, so it keeps the memory, i.e. what radio station you had saved, the equalizer, everything like that. So at the minute what it's doing is someone There was already aftermarket radio in there, so I obviously just plugged this radio into the aftermarket wiring. But in the past, when someone's wired this in, they've wired it to a constant which they thought was constant. It's called a sleeper live, which basically it is live, so it will give power when the key's off, but it goes to sleep after a while. And once it goes to sleep, obviously you lose all your memory. Now what I've seen here at the back is someone has actually put their own constant in, so they've obviously put it to a sleeper live. Now we need to put it to an actual constant. Because at the minute, as I said, it's just annoying. So I'm going to get all the wiring out and actually wire it to a proper live. Right, this is a Connect 2 thing. See all this big box here? This isn't standard. So I could probably just delete all that. That's obviously for some people put the Connect 2 stuff for like steering wheel controls but I don't think I need that. Now I must say I'm not a huge fan of Mackey's breakfast, but the pancake is the Will there. Thank you, Will. The pancakes are actually really good. Pancakes and sausage. Oh, that is banging, especially with the syrup. So let me have this, boys. So, come to the conclusion. This is correct. This live that someone's wired in is good. That's a switched live. That's fine. I'm not entirely sure where it's going, but it's going down there somewhere. I'm going to have to give it its own permanent live. So I'm going to have to give the yellow here its own permanent live. The constant live in the BMW is just not constant. It's what's a sleeper live, so it just goes off. So I can't use the actual live. I've got to basically give the radio its own live and its own constant, which is annoying, but oh well, it's just one of them things. There is the fuse box. So I'm just going to match up. There's a guy online who has basically sat there with a voltmeter locked inside his own car and figured out which ones are live and not live, and he's marked them. So I'm just going to make sure that my fuse box links up with that one. If so, all I'm going to do is just take out probably the least and most important fuse, and for now I've not got a piggyback, so I'm just going to run a bit of wire out straight off the fuse into the back of here, chop into that wiring, and that should be done. So 54 is some sort of sensor, and it's its own fuse as well, so it doesn't seem too important. So we're going to use number 54, which is a 7.5 amp. So I've got is here, it's just taped together for the time being. I just want to make sure it works. That goes straight to that 7.5 amp fuse, which is some sort of sensor. So we've got a wire here, as I say, it's just taped because I'm just testing it. It's going to a fuse, that's going to be our constant, and it's working at the minute. That's good. So I'm going to pull this one out of here, put the red into the ignition, so it should turn off, which is good. Right, so what we're going to do now is, now it all should be wired up. So now it should be on, okay, sweet. So we're just going to put it to tuner, and just say we're going to put it to this radio station, and we're going to have equalizer explode. Great. Turn it off, it should all turn off. There we go. Now when I turn it back on, it should come back to that radio station and stay on explode. Tuner, that radio station, EQ3 is on. So we're done, woo! So there she is, my BMW. Fucking hypocrite, I know. But anyway, that's what she looks like now. As I say, I need to get some of the LED lights because it comes across even more orange on the camera because I've got a little filter on it. I have been looking for headlights for this side. I found a couple, but I can't get any today by the looks of it. So that's going to just stay like that. I have no headlight. I put the old headlight back in because obviously no point in me risking blowing that bulb. I think what will happen is it just got so wet in there, the water's just got down into it and just ruined the ballast. So there is the BMW, guys. Very nice, very cool, very nice. I like it. But no guys, it's comfy. I think they're actually really pretty cars. I actually really like it. I do. And it's good for what I need. It's like a perfect in the middle. So it actually drives really nice and the steering's really nice. The way it self-centers itself is just, it's lovely to drive. But yeah, gonna carry on the next video. I'm gonna do some mods to this car. I'm not gonna go crazy, but we're gonna make it just look pretty. Probably not nothing mad. Pretty sure it's already mapped because it drives quite quick. It is quite quick for a 2-litre diesel. Here it is. We're gonna do some little mods. I hope you all like it. And I know I'm a huge hypocrite saying I hate BMWs, but I just hate the ones that are like trying to be like car into. I don't even know. I like this one.